If you do jiu-jitsu and you lift weights, the chances are you're getting the balance between the two completely wrong. It's not because you don't care, it's because nobody ever taught you how to think about it as an athlete. This video is going to fix that. First and foremost, I need you to think about yourself as an athlete, because there is literally no downside to viewing yourself like an athlete. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Paul Green. I'm a former British paratrooper and Special Forces support group operator. Most of my time in the past decade was spent delivering physical training to elite soldiers, thousands of them from all different sporting backgrounds. Now, I help grapplers delete injuries and build physical body armor on something I built called the Longevity Program. Even though we all aspire to develop great technique, great strategy, great problem solving on the mats, the martial art will absolutely destroy your muscles and joints. However, it will only do so if you let it. You might be already in the gym, but there's no structure. A bit of this machine, a bit of that kettlebell, a bit of this, a bit of that, and training based off your feelings. Sometimes you feel fatigue from your lifting sessions, but you don't really know why. The first point, the priority shift. Jiu-jitsu is always the priority unless you are injured, in which the lifting becomes the priority. Lifting never becomes negotiable. It still needs to be part of every single week. Point number 2, minimum effective dose. It's not about the man that puts in the most amount of effort every single week. It's about the man that recovers and grows stronger from every effort. You've got 2 levers that you can play with regards to this. The first lever, simply reduce your sessions. Instead of training 3 or 4 times per week in the weight room, reduce it down to 1 or 2. The second lever you can pull is to reduce your sets. Drop in 1 set per exercise. If you overshoot this, you're going to put your body into absolute tatters before you've even started, because you are going to generate an accumulation of physical fatigue, but also neural fatigue in your central nervous system. This solves that. Do the minimum effective recoverable volume, not the maximum. You will learn about your body's ability to cope with these demands as the months progress. You may be able to add more volume in later on down the line, but start with the least. Don't start with the maximum. Point number 3, exercise selection. This might be the killer reason you've been getting this wrong. The exercises in which you choose generate fatigue in the body, and rightly so, because fatigue creates growth, recovery, and increases of physical capabilities. However, how you place certain exercises into your week may be working against you rather than for you. For example, deadlifts, compound movements that coaches on the internet tell you to do, they are absolutely destroying your central nervous system. Let's say you've had a busy day at work or less sleep, a stressful family day, and then you go into 4 or 5 sets of deadlifts, 4 or 5 sets of squats and leg press. Your body is going to be in tatters for most of that week. You can absolutely keep the big lifts, but you just need to have awareness of the cost. Put them on a day where you can have a rest day afterwards. Have a family day on a Sunday, then do your compound lifts on a Saturday. Be strategic about it. The mindset shift that needs to happen is you need to think about things a little bit differently now that you view yourself like an athlete. You are 1,000,000% an athlete. Lifting used to exist on its own. Now it exists to serve the greater good, which is the longevity of your jiu-jitsu and the improvement of your quality of life. Right, just to wrap it up. Start with 1 upper body and 1 lower body session per week and split them up with a few days in between. Recover well from it. And once you realise it's starting to add to your life and your jiu-jitsu and not take from it, that's when you earn the right to add more volume. Fatigue management is my number 1 priority with all of my clients. I have to guarantee that their performance will increase on the mats. I have to guarantee that their quality of life will increase off the mats. It is crucial that you get this right to make sure that you can do this for the rest of your life. For one-to-one coaching, the first link in the description is for that. To book onto a call with me, have a coaching conversation.